All right, horror fans, brace yourselves for a spine-chilling story that will have you looking over your shoulder tonight. Picture this: a hospital, bustling with life during the day, but taking a sinister turn as night falls. The once comforting hum of activity fades, replaced by an eerie silence that creeps into every corner. This particular hospital tags its patients with color-coded bands. Green means alive, red means deceased. These bands are a simple yet effective way to keep track of the patients, but they also hold a deeper, more unsettling significance. One night, a doctor, let's call him Dr. James, was on a routine shift when he got a call to fetch some supplies from the basement. It was a task he had done countless times before, a mundane part of his nightly duties. No big deal, right? Or so he thought. He heads to the elevator, the familiar ding of the doors opening echoing in the empty hallway. The doors slide open and there's a patient inside, standing quietly, seemingly minding her own business. Her presence is unexpected, but not entirely unusual. Now it's not unusual for patients to stretch their legs and move around. In fact, those who have been there a long time are encouraged to do so, as long as they are back in their rooms by 10. The hospital has strict rules to ensure the safety and well-being of its patients. Dr. James gives her a polite smile and presses the button for the basement. He tries to make small talk, but she remains silent, her eyes fixed on the floor. But then he notices something odd. Her demeanor is off, almost too calm. There are no other buttons pressed. Strange, why would she be heading to the basement at this hour? Is she heading to the basement too? The question lingers in his mind, adding to his growing unease. The elevator descends, and the usual hum of the machinery seems just a little too loud. Each floor they pass feels like an eternity. They reach the basement, and the doors open to reveal a dimly lit corridor. The air is thick with an unsettling stillness. In the distance, a man is limping towards the elevator. His movements are slow and labored, as if each step is a struggle. Panic surges through Dr. James. His instincts scream at him to get out. Without thinking, he slams the button to close the doors. His hands are trembling, his breath quickening. They shut, and the elevator starts its ascent again. The sense of relief is fleeting. His heart hammers in his chest. The adrenaline rush is overwhelming. What did he just see? His mind races, trying to make sense of the situation. The silence is broken by the woman's voice, sounding annoyed. Her tone is sharp, cutting through the tension. "Why did you do that?" Her question hangs in the air, adding to his confusion. He was trying to use the lift. Her words are matter-of-fact, as if she doesn't understand the gravity of the situation. Dr. James, still shaken, responds, his voice barely a whisper. "Did you see his wrist? It was red. He died last night." The realization hits him like a ton of bricks. "I would know because I did his surgery." The memory of the procedure is still fresh in his mind. The woman moves her arm slowly, lifting her wrist into view. The moment feels like it's happening in slow motion. Dr. James's eyes go wide with horror. The wristband is red. The color drains from his face. She smiles, a chilling, eerie smile that sends shivers down his spine. Like this one? Her words are like ice, and just like that, the elevator doors open to his floor, the familiar surroundings offering no comfort. But Dr. James is frozen in terror. His mind is paralyzed with fear. The woman steps out and he watches her disappear down the hallway, her figure fading into the shadows, leaving behind the echo of her footsteps and the overwhelming sense of dread. The sound lingers, haunting him. From that night on, Dr. James could never look at those wristbands the same way again. The memory of that night is etched into his mind. So, the next time you find yourself alone in a hospital, remember the story of Dr. James. Remember, not everyone you see is truly alive. Stay spooky, friends, and always keep an eye on those wristbands